Golden Wildfire. Darkness attacks. After securing an initial victory at Ferdiad, Claude prepares to negotiate with Dimitri. But then word of an alarming crisis back home forces the Federation army to retreat. The glimmer of hope that the war was nearing its end has been snuffed out by those who seek to spread chaos and destruction throughout Fodlan.
We made good time coming this far, but we should slow our march. We're coming up on the affected region. You've probably all heard what's happening by now, but I want to make sure everyone's on the same page. Several days ago, there was a sudden spike in bandit activity within Ordelia territory and the neighboring Imperial territory of Hrim. The bandits have attacked rural villages and larger towns alike, ransacking them repeatedly.
House Ordelia fought to restore order, but the attacks have increased to the point where we can no longer contain them.
These territories were completely secure before we launched our invasion. How did things change so quickly?
We don't know what's motivating the attacks, but survivors claim to have spotted some suspicious figures working alongside the bandits.
You mean people like Tomas and Myson?
Exactly. I've actually received some confidential information from Edelgard about them. Those who slither in the dark. At least that's what the Empire calls them. They can shapeshift, they command dangerous powers, and they influence events in mysterious ways. In short, they bring chaos to Fodlan.
I was under the impression that the Empire found their hideout and purged them all.
Yeah, well, some of them escaped. Lord Arundel, their leader, seemingly up and vanished. And no one's caught so much as a glimpse of Tomas since he fled from Garreg Mach.
In light of the circumstances, I am afraid I must ask. Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, not a clue. Honestly, I'd like to interrogate them myself. See if there's any connection between us.
Yes, I am sure you would. Forgive me, it was a boorish question.
But there's no way you have anything to do with them, right?
Well, your powers are similar. Maybe we'll find out more in the battles ahead.
It's entirely possible that you came into contact with them when you were still too young to remember.
Yeah, maybe. Guess I should take this opportunity to learn what I can.
I know we're all dying to find out what their endgame is, but restoring order comes first. The flames of unrest are already catching in neighboring regions. We'll have a full-blown catastrophe on our hands if we ignore it. This is why we had to abandon our battle with the Kingdom. We need to stomp this out, and fast.
For all you know, you could be a part of those who slither in the dark. It's entirely within the realm of possibility. And yet, not a single one of them seems to be considering that. Just look how much they trust you.
I've got an idea.
Here's what I had in mind.
I have a proposal.
I've got it! You can count on me.
One step at a time. We've dealt with bandits before, but this is worse than anything I could have imagined.
Indeed. The damage done to the larger towns was upsetting enough. But the horrors unleashed upon some of the villages borders on the unspeakable.
We saw entire fields trampled and destroyed. Whole villages burned to their foundations.
Attacking innocent civilians like that. It's inhuman.
How could anyone be so cruel? To torment people like this and then walk away laughing. It's horrible.
I'm convinced that those who slither in the dark are behind this, pulling the strings. It makes perfect sense, seeing as they already know Ordelia territory so well.
What do you mean?
Many years ago, the Empire accused House Ordelia of participating in the Hrim Rebellion. This was just an excuse to begin meddling in our affairs. During that time, they sent a group of strange mages into Ordelia territory. Everything about them felt wrong, from the way they looked to the powers they possessed. It was clear they weren't regular people.
Are you saying they were really those who slither in the dark?
I believe so, now that I look back on it. Though it's not exactly a memory I care to relive.
And now they've wormed their way into Ordelia and Hrim territories again. This is just a guess, but their base of operations could be somewhere near here. Do you remember ever having lived in this area?
Yeah. My mom and I spent a few years in a mountain village somewhere in Ordelia territory. But she wasn't born there, and I don't know where she lived before that.
There could be a connection there. Or maybe it's nothing. Either way, dealing with them needs to be our top priority. We gave them this opening. They never would have been able to take advantage of us like this if we hadn't been at war. Just another reason why we have to end this conflict as quickly as possible. We have to ensure nothing like this ever happens again.
Everyone, the Middle Frank Opera Company is at the town up the road. We have to get there quick!
Wow, really? I never imagined they'd come all this way.
Wait a minute. What are they doing here? Don't they have their own opera house in the Imperial capital?
Apparently, they came to put on some shows after you signed that pact, like as a token of friendship between the Empire and Leicester. But now, the performers and their guards have volunteered to fight the bandits. They're working together with the local soldiers to protect the town.
You're telling me that a bunch of Imperial opera singers just up and decided to fight for the Federation?
Well, the Middle Frank Opera Company does have quite a few passionate supporters, though it's likely more accurate to call them obsessed fans who go wild for their superstar divas. I'd bet those fans are more than willing to go out and play soldier themselves as well.
I had no idea the opera could get people so worked up. But they're not going to be able to handle these bandits.
I heard they're fighting as best they can, but the battle's not going their way. Please, Your Majesty, we have to save them.
Yeah, Your Claudeness. I want to help those opera folks too. My sister's gonna be so excited when I tell her I met them.
What are you all being so formal for? Oh, I get it. This is all about meeting those famous singers. I swear, no matter how grim things get, you never let it get to you, huh? Not that it's a bad thing. All right, I guess we're gonna go beat down some bandits. Better not keep those divas waiting. Rescuing the townspeople is our top priority, and we need to help the volunteer soldiers too. Also, if you see any suspicious types lurking among the bandits, they might be those who slither in the dark. Be careful.
How many of these ruffians are there? I can't protect everyone forever.
Is that Professor Hanneman? We have to save him!
The evacuees are gathering here. On my honor as a noble, I will protect them.
Is anyone there? We need help!
Ah, so you've come to my rescue. Thank you. Things were getting a bit out of hand.
I heard a voice crying out for help. What will our nobles if they do not aid the common folk?
No time to slow down!
Well, that was certainly close. I am much obliged for your assistance. Have you seen Manuela? She dashed off in pursuit of the bandit leader.
Who are you? Why are you chasing me?
I'm not going to let you steal from such vulnerable people. Stop, thief!
Professor Manuel's going after their leader. We gotta help her.
Carry the loot to safety and be quick about it.
Stop right there! I'll never abide stealing from innocent people.
Please, lend us a hand. The opera troupe can't hold out much longer.
Dorothea, wait right there! I will not allow those vile criminals to lay a hand on you! We could send soldiers to block the bandits' retreat. That should hold them up for a while.
No escape!
All right, go stop those bandits. Don't let them take off with the stolen loot.
I can't take much more of this!
Still in the fight.
Thank you. Oh, that was too close.
Splendid! We have saved everyone!
Take a breather.
What? No, I'm not him. You've got the wrong... Fine, have it your way.
Wow, am I glad to see you. Now take care of these cowardly villains.
Not even close.
Out of the way! Tear their leader limb from limb. Oh my, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me there.
We got the stuff back! Serves you right!
Bend the knee.
The double I planted turned out to be a stroke of genius. Now to take my leave while the taking is still good.
Don't let him get away!
I think you've got a handle on everything here. I'll go tend to the injured.
Wait, I'm just a passing merchant. I'm not... Good try. I should have stayed a merchant. The money came easier.
Hey! I think I remember him. He's a merchant who used to visit Garreg Mach.
Please! Someone help me!
Kill that man, and strip his bones of whatever you can find.
The south side of town is damaged as well. Let's get over there at once! There's still some people who've been left behind. We have to rescue them.
Yes,
It's
we must
my
help
turn.
before it is too late.
Why would anyone do something so horrible? You're about to get exactly what you deserve.
Save your breath. You'll need to stay as I tear your limbs from your body.
My turn.
You do realize you're dead? Yes.
You like that? It's not
Still fight. I owe you my life. Thank you. I've got you. Still fight.
Give them no quarter!
For you!
I'm so glad they're all right.
No mercy.
Yeah, right!
Take a breather.
Somebody help. Please, don't leave me behind.
There's no way this guy's their ringleader. Now, where could those pesky Slitherers be? And now we've got a demonic beast on our hands. Fun never stops, does it?
The town cannot sustain any more damage. Take the beast down!
I don't feel so good. Was the enemy's weapon poisoned?
Dorothea's been poisoned? That isn't good. We need to get her to the evacuee shelter on the double.
There's a drawbridge on the eastern side. Let's use that to help Dorothea escape.
Thank you. I'm sorry for causing so much trouble. It hurts. This might be curtains for me.
My word, it seems Claude was right to be concerned. Our attacks look to be effective. Keep it up.
I survived. Thank you. I won't forget the debt I owe you all.
If you want to repay us, you'll need to heal up first. We'll talk more once we've taken care of the bandits.
This is a rather rare poison. But don't worry, Dorothea. You're in good hands.
Out of the way! Out of the way!
We've managed to fell the beast, and it looks like the town scraped by as well.
I should have known these thugs would serve as little more than bait. My name is Solon, and I am the savior of this beast-infested world.
There they are.
Looks like they finally slithered into the light. Those are the masterminds. Kill them all!
I have your back. I'm in.
Watch closely.
Fresh enemy soldiers are attacking the shelter.
No time to slow down.
So they've come. I swear on the pride of Lester, I will defend this place.
My turn at last.
I'm in.
My turn?
Bring it down! Okay, we took care of that bizarre wall. Now all that's left is to put an end to Solon. Hit them hard and fast! Did we manage to drive him off?
My turn.
I will brook no interference from the beast.
True power.
I must know who's gained by those powers.
It seems our adversaries know something about us after all.
I'll cover you.
And that's that.
You could teach me a thing or two.
It seems I cannot afford to tarry. So be it. Another chance will present itself ere long.
He escaped! We almost had him.
Hey, at least we got the situation in town under control. Great job, everyone.
Gone in a flash. Just like 3 years ago.
Was that dark magic? If he's got spells like that in his back pocket, I don't know how we'll ever catch him.
We finally found him again, but I still couldn't get any information out of him.
I wasn't able to get any answers either.
What did you want to ask him?
I have questions about what was done to my body. He and his associates performed horrible rituals on me, blood experiments. And because of what they did, my lifespan has been drastically shortened.
Lysithea.
The experiments took a great toll on my body and left me with a burden that eats away at my longevity. Tomas, or rather Solon, I thought he might know a way to reverse that.
I had no idea. We can't let him get away next time.
If we're not able to catch him, then I'd rather we kill him. At least then, he'd never be able to perform those atrocious experiments ever again.
I hear you, and I won't forget it.
I have a feeling we'll face him again someday. And when we do...
We won't let him beat us.
Solon looked surprised when he saw your powers. It was like he recognized something. I just don't know what.
Maybe it wasn't about me. Maybe it was about you.
What's the difference? Our destinies are one and the same. But if he does know me as you suggest, then it stands to reason that I would know him as well. Which is certainly possible, though I have no memory of meeting him before.
You think this means we really are connected to those who slither in the dark?
It's too soon to say, but I suspect we'll find our answer in due time. So long as the truth is what you really desire.
Solon may have escaped, but I am pleased that we were able to rescue the songstresses from the opera company.
We didn't come out here just to save a few opera stars, Lawrence. We came to protect the town. Besides, those stars just ended up being Dorothea and Professor Manuela.
Just? You could at least try to sound more excited, Your Majesty. That's hardly a way to greet someone you haven't seen in years.
Sorry, no offense. I've never seen you two light up the stage, so to me, you're just kinda you.
Well then, we'll have to remedy that. As soon as this war is over, we'll invite all of you to see us perform. If the opera company's still standing, that is.
All right, let's get down to business. I suspect the kingdom's getting ready to move in response to our retreat. I think it's time we head back to Deirdre and find out as much as we can about what they're planning.
Your Majesty, pardon the intrusion, but I must speak with you immediately.
You're with the Imperial Army, right? What's going on?
I was sent by the Emperor of Adrestia herself, Your Majesty. She formally requests that the Federation dispatch reinforcements to her position.
Edelgard wants us to back her up? I was under the impression she had the Western Front under control. Wait, if she's asking us for help, then I bet she's not in Western Fodlan at all.
Correct. The Emperor is currently at Garrick Mach, preparing for an imminent assault by the armies of the Kingdom and the Church.
Huh. Can't say I saw that one coming. All right, tell Edelgard we're on our way.
Yes, Your Majesty.
We just got back from Ferdiad, and now we're heading to Garrick Mach? Never a moment's rest, huh?
No time for it, I'm afraid. If we don't act quickly, more lives will be lost, and the end of the war will slip even further away. Plus, if our next battle's at Garrick Mach, there's a chance Rhea will be there. This could be just the opportunity we need. Can you go assemble the troops?